had been erroneously omitted.
Patrick Amimo, KTN News.
Moving on, about 1.3 million grade 3 learners countrywide are set to begin their national written assessment test on Monday through Friday next week. The written assessment comes after the application assessment that has been ongoing since July the 12th, where the learners were required to clean markets in their locality.
There have been reports of confusion, anxiety and ill-preparedness ahead of the national written assessment for the 1.3 million grade 3 learners who are set to be assessed starting Monday next week. But while on a tour of Joytown Special School in Thika, where he sought to check on the preparedness of the inaugural national test under the competency-based curriculum, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha dismissed the reports.
We are not examining these children. We are trying to see their abilities, how their abilities are going to help us to move with them the next time. So if you ask, for example, a child to read, and he reads very well without any correction with regard to pronunciation, and you are very happy, that exceeds your expectation.
The assessment comes after the application assessment that has been ongoing since July 12th, where learners were required to clean markets in their locality. The application assessment largely focused on the environment where young learners in improvised protective gear have been sighted sweeping and collecting garbage across the country in the past 2 months. But even as the preparations continue, there have been reports of how costly it is for many schools to download examination papers from the Kenya National Examination Council website.
If somebody says he is walking 100 kilometers to go and get a copy, Kenya government is not dead. Kenya government has education officers in all those areas. Do you get the point? And they will be facilitated to go and get that one copy. They don't have to photocopy it. They can write it on the blackboard with chalk.
And the Education Cabinet Secretary says NEC will not be releasing any results for any individual school or learners, insisting the exercise is purely assessment and not examination. The Ministry of Education and the Kenya National Examination Council intend to use the feedback on learning outcomes for specific decision-making aimed at improving on the entire CBC training and implementation.
I think this Kenyan love with examinations, please forget about it. This is not an exam.
Overall, the assessment seeks to inform improvement on learning and instruction, facilitate identification and nurturing of every learner's potential, facilitate selection of pathways and track in senior secondary schools, provide assessment feedback to learners and other stakeholders, and provide evidence as a basis for the accountability of teachers, school administrators, and other stakeholders. Shadrach Miti, KTN News.